Now for the news in detail. The Army Chief Lieutenant General Sarat Fonseca, in an address to the nation, announced the victory achieved by the troops in capturing Mulative, the last bastion of the LTTE. He said that the public heard many victories achieved by the gallant soldiers from the beginning of January this year. The capture of Mulative is a major victory. The Army, after 12 years, succeeded in overrunning this terrorist stronghold, crushing the Tigers. The achievement was made after taking control of many LTTE strong points, including Punarin, Elephant Pass, Paranthan, Kilinochi, Dharmapuram and Ramanathapuram from January 1st. Displaying a map, the Army commander said Mulative is located in the northeastern seabelt in a narrow stretch of land between Nantikanda Lagoon and the Indian Ocean. The troops began their 40-kilometer journey from Valioya, which was an uphill task, taking control of the entire Mulative forest. The LTTE built large earth bunds and trenches to save this bastion. The Army Chief noted that the Mulative township had been captured after a 1-month-long battle. He referred to the major contributions made by the Sri Lanka Army, the Navy and the Air Force. This assisted in overrunning the Mulative stronghold. President Rajapaksa has pointed out that the national flag is fluttering at every place, ranging from the line rooms to palaces, in honor of the war heroes. The operations in Mulative are not against the Tamil polity, but against terrorism. He noted that the security forces were battling in the north, risking their lives to liberate the children serving as slaves of the terrorists and to guarantee a bright future for the children of the entire island, including those of the estate fraternity. The President said the entire world had endorsed that the battle waged by the government troops is not against the Tamil civilians, but against the terrorists. The operations are being carried out to ensure the future of the children and free them as slaves of the LTTE. The troops are taking action to prevent the children from being deployed into the battlefront and also being taken for ransom. All these efforts are being made for the future of the children of the entire country, including those of the estate community. The President noted that all arrangements are in place to hoist the national flag within one country. The President was addressing a public rally at the Norwood grounds in Nuwara Eliya to consolidate the victory of the Freedom Alliance candidates of the Central and Wayamba polls. This is the second victorious rally attended by the President. In his address, the President further said his government has succeeded in fulfilling a major task for the well-being of the people during the last 3 years. The program of granting a house with electricity and water to the estate laborers who were restricted to line rooms and which was one of their dreams is being successfully mooted. About 80% of the estate road network has been concreted and modernized. An opportunity had afforded for the erudite persons of the estate sector to serve as teachers in estate schools, which had experienced a dearth. The President revealed that more than 3,000 teachers had been recruited to estate schools during the last 3 years alone. He underscored that it was the present government which adopted the strategy for the first time, considering the future of the estate fraternity and their children. Ministers Arumugam Thondaman, Hemakumara Nanayakara and C.B. Ratnayaka and Deputy Minister Muthu Sivalingam were the other speakers. Ministers Pavitra Wanyarachi, Kumara Velgama and Nirmala Kotalavala and many political representatives were among the large gathering present. The security forces have taken control of a camp complex of the LTTE terrorists west of Pudukkottai. It contained a chemical weapons production factory. Our special representative Sujit Vidanapatirana, giving information from the Wani battlefront, said troops of the 14th Singha Regiment, guided by Lieutenant Randula Hatnagoda of the 642nd Brigade and led by Colonel Nishanta Wanyarachi of Task Force 4, succeeded in capturing this complex with the chemical weapons factory. It was overrun after heavy fighting. It contained most modern equipment. There is a doubt for the soldiers that the LTTE may have used this factory within the thick jungles of west of Pudukkottai for the production of chemical weapons. Kits used in research laboratories were also found. The LTTE is believed to have secured the modern foreign equipment during the ceasefire period. It was also clear how the LTTE had maintained the secrecy of the camp. There were many chemical weapons concealed in the area of the camp spanning 10 acres. The terrorist outfit had prohibited the civilians from entering the premises. Danger warning signboards were displayed all over the place. This is the first time that the army had succeeded in seizing such a camp. Places where kerosene was stored, bowsers containing acid, and underground fuel bunkers were found in the premises in addition to two-story building. There was also a most modern laboratory. The LTTE had fled, destroying their equipment. More than 20 water tanks were installed at several locations within the camp premises. Troops participating in the one-year operations have been able to paralyze all supplies of the LTT terrorists. The soldiers have taken control of an earth-moving equipment used by the Tigers to build bunkers and many vehicles used to undertake their supplies. Our special representative Anura Dorakumbura, reporting from the forward defense line in the One, said the LTTE is now confronted with many problems following attacks targeted at them by the troops. It is a serious challenge for the terrorists to meet their supplies. The troops recovered an earth-moving equipment utilized by the terrorists to put up their bunkers. This machine was destroyed by the troops of the 8th Singha Regiment of the 621st Brigade under Task Force 2, headed by Lieutenant Colonel Atula Aryaratna and led by Brigadier Rohana Bandara. Several Tigers were killed in this attack. The troops are also advancing at a pace, attacking the terrorists. Troops of the 6th Vijayabhai Infantry Regiment of the 621st Brigade of Task Force 2 also destroyed a truck. 4 Tigers travelling in it were killed. Many firearms of the terrorists were recovered. Japan's Special Representative Yasushi Akashi has pledged further support to the Sri Lankan government's efforts to vanquish terrorism and develop the country. He assured support needed to find an enduring solution to the national conflict. The Japanese representative was speaking to newsmen in Colombo today. He was of the view that the development projects launched in the liberated northern and eastern regions and security was at a higher level. This, he said, was clearly witnessed during a visit to the northern and eastern regions. He met the President, the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister and many government representatives for discussions and also had talks with the Eastern Chief Minister Sivanesathurey Chandrakanthan and provincial representatives during his tour of the East. He told the journalists of the opportunity received during his visit to the north to have a glimpse of the high level of development and security in the area. Mr. Akashi added that the government deserves praise for meeting the needs of civilians entering liberated areas and the security given to them.